Well, it came time to place them in the jobs, and some would get the opportunity to be an editor at a local news channel. And they
Hmm.
would say, no, I kind of envision myself as a director, right? Or,
Hmm.
no, that's not really where I see myself working. And I was flabbergasted because in the end, I think only three took positions, even though they were all, right there for the taking. And it was just them not wanting to take the position. So it's just wild to me because you don't know who you're going to meet at that news station. Or
Exactly.
there was one student that ended up going into a big museum and he was going to do all the content for the museum. Well, you meet a lot of really interesting artists and a lot of people within that community, and you're always at work, you're always talking, and things lead to other things. And you mentioned photography. You mentioned editing stock footage. There
Hmm.
are certain students that might say, I'm a cinematographer, I don't do So can you talk a little bit about, I think you mentioned it, and I think you said it very succinctly in be humble,
Hmm. Yeah.
but can you kind of talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah. I think that if you can still be good at your cinematography, but be open-minded to be good at everything. I mean, my wife who works in this industry where she's like, well, you should be good, really good at one thing. And I'm like, I think you should be good at everything so that people can depend on you to be transferable to anything. I started at that church rolling up stingers. Stingers, if you don't know what they are
Mm.
just power cords. And I was filling up water bottles, and now I am a second AC over there. And that means that I'm like not only like on the clapper board, but I'm holding one of their RE cameras and getting things like set up on the camera and changing the lenses and doing some amazing things. And that was quick. That was very quick. So if you are asked to go on a news station, I've been dying to go on a news station, but I'm in a small city and it's saturated here, so it's very, very hard. But there's to apply to a news station here, you can either do it the old-fashioned way and go on LinkedIn, and you kind of have to get your name in there. But there's a roundabout way. So I also do a lot of volunteering with Girls on the Run, with Breast Cancer Foundation, and with um, what's the other one? There's a third one, and I don't know why I can't remember on top of my head because my nerves are on the wall right now.